TTK is an online money-making platform that's caught a lot of attention for its business model and online presence. But before you jump in headfirst, we've uncovered some red flags that you really need to know about. So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's uncover the reality behind TTK together. First things first, the basics. Let's talk about the first red flag: transparency or lack thereof. Most legitimate companies are pretty open about who's behind the scenes. You'll usually see founders or key team members actively promoting their business. With TTK, though, there's zero information on who owns or operates it. That's a big deal because transparency builds trust. When there's no clarity about the people running the show, it's a red flag you just can't ignore. Next up, the company itself is super new. It was registered in 2024. Now let me clarify. Being new isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it does mean there's no track record to judge whether they're credible or not. Established companies tend to have a long-standing history that makes them more reliable. New ones, on the other hand, are always a bit of a gamble. Now, moving on to the serious red flags involving its business model. TTK's main revenue stream comes from referral commissions, signing up affiliates, and doing simple tasks. To earn more, you have to upgrade your levels and bring in more people. Sound familiar? That's because they don't actually sell any real retailable products. Their entire business revolves around affiliates and commissions, with no actual goods or services in the mix. Oh, and they primarily deal in Sri Lankan currency equivalents to Tether. Why does this matter? History has shown that companies like this, ones that rely solely on referrals and affiliates, often turn out to be Ponzi schemes. And in those schemes, we all know how the story ends. The people at the top walk away with the money, and everyone else loses out big time. Let's talk about how you're supposed to make money on TTK. They say you can earn cash just by completing simple daily tasks, things like clicking random links. But think about it. How does that even work? How can a company afford to pay people so much for doing pretty much nothing? If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. To make real money, you usually have to provide some kind of value or contribute to a company's growth. But here, they're offering rewards without any meaningful input. That's why some people are calling this a click-a-button Ponzi scheme. And let's be real, we've seen similar setups before, and they rarely end well. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. If you're thinking about joining TTK, go in with your eyes wide open. Be cautious, weigh the risks, and think twice before committing. Remember, if something feels off or seems too easy, it's always worth digging deeper. Stay smart, stay safe, and don't fall for empty promises. Thanks for tuning in, and let me know in the comments what you think about TTK. Have you heard of it? Have you tried it? Let's chat.